Bald and beautiful, redefining beauty, one crown at a time. Welcome, everyone, to this extraordinary journey of self-discovery, empowerment, and redefinition of beauty standards. Today, we're diving deep into a topic that challenges societal norms and celebrates the strength and resilience of women who have embraced their baldness, whether by choice or circumstance. I'm thrilled to share with you the incredible insights and inspiration I gained from interviewing Marcia Crosby, a visionary leader who is revolutionizing the way we perceive beauty and empowering bald women worldwide. Marcia Crosby isn't just an entrepreneur, she's a beacon of hope, a catalyst for change, and a true force of nature. Her work with BAWLD, Bold, Authentic Women Living Daringly, is reshaping narratives, breaking barriers, and creating a world where every woman, regardless of her hair status, feels seen, celebrated, and empowered. Marcia's impact extends far beyond the realm of beauty. She's igniting a movement that challenges us all to reconsider our preconceptions and embrace our authentic selves. Now let's embark on this transformative journey together. Imagine, if you will, a world where beauty isn't defined by the length of your hair or the smoothness of your skin, but by the depth of your character and the strength of your spirit. A world where baldness isn't seen as a flaw to be hidden, but as a crown to be worn with pride. This is the world Marcia Crosby is working tirelessly to create. And today, we're going to explore how we can all be part of this revolutionary change. 13 years ago, Marcia made a decision that would alter the course of her life forever. She chose to embrace her natural self, but it wasn't until 3 years ago that she took the ultimate leap, shaving her head completely bald. Now, you might be thinking, it's just hair, right? But let me tell you, dear listeners, it was so much more than that. It was a declaration of independence from societal expectations, a bold statement of self acceptance, and the beginning of a movement that would touch the lives of countless women around the globe. But here's where the plot thickens, where Marcia's personal journey intersects with a much larger, more profound reality. As she reveled in her newfound freedom, basking in the liberation of her bald glory, Marcia had an epiphany. Her baldness was a choice, a privilege, if you will. For many women around the world, baldness isn't an option. It's a reality thrust upon them by alopecia, chemotherapy, or other medical conditions. And for these women, going bald isn't just about appearance. It's a journey that touches the very core of their identity, vulnerability, and resilience. This realization hit Marcia like a thunderbolt, igniting a fire in her heart that would fuel the creation of BAWLD. She saw a world where femininity was too often equated with flowing locks, where breaking away from this norm invited judgment and curiosity. And in that moment, she made a decision that would change not only her life, but the lives of countless women. She decided to challenge that narrative head on. Now, let me ask you this. When was the last time you truly embraced your authentic self, regardless of what society expected of you? When did you last look in the mirror and celebrate every aspect of your being, even, no, especially the parts that don't fit the conventional mold of beauty? If you're struggling to answer these questions, don't worry, you're not alone. And that's exactly why BAWLD exists. BAWLD isn't just a brand, it's a movement, a rallying cry for women to reclaim their power, step out of the shadows, and own their stories. Marcia's vision goes beyond selling products. She's creating tools for self reflection, empowerment, and creativity. Every journal, every planner, every affirmation card is designed with one purpose: to remind women of their inherent worth and beauty. One of Marcia's favorite quotes resonates deeply with me, and I believe it will with you too. The beauty of a woman isn't in her hair, but in her soul, her strength, and her ability to rise. Let that sink in for a moment. How often do we judge ourselves and others based on superficial standards? How much energy do we waste trying to conform to an ideal that doesn't reflect our true selves? BAWLD is challenging these notions, one woman at a time. Through their Bald Beauties feature, they're highlighting extraordinary bald women each week. These aren't just stories, they're beacons of hope and inspiration. They're proof that baldness is not a limitation but a strength, a unique attribute that sets you apart in the most beautiful way. Now, I want you to imagine for a moment. Close your eyes if you're in a safe place to do so. Picture a world where every woman, regardless of her hair status, feels seen, celebrated, and empowered.
A world where the first thing we notice about a person is not their appearance, but their spirit, their passion, their resilience. This is the world Marcia is striving to create through BAWLD. And let me tell you, it's a world I want to live in, don't you? But let's be real for a moment. This journey hasn't been a walk in the park. Marcia openly shared her struggles in growing BAWLD, particularly in bringing traction to their social media pages. There were moments of doubt, moments when the uphill battle seemed too steep. But do you know what kept her going? It wasn't the prospect of fame or fortune. It was the messages she received from women whose lives were touched by a simple notebook, a powerful quote, or an affirming message. It was the realization that her work was bigger than herself. It was about creating a community, a sisterhood of bold, authentic women. One aspect of BAWLD that particularly touched me was Marcia's emphasis on using creativity as a healing tool. She noticed that many BAWLD women found solace and joy in coloring books. Now, you might be wondering, what's so special about coloring books? But think about it. In a world that often feels chaotic and judgmental, the simple act of filling a page with color can be incredibly therapeutic. It's a moment of mindfulness, a chance to express yourself without words, to create beauty with your own hands. Marcia shared a beautiful moment that exemplifies the impact of this approach. She had the honor of congratulating Candy Green, the winner of the Miss Bald and Beautiful Girl 2024 pageant. And guess what? Candy loves coloring books. It's these connections, these moments of alignment between BAWLD's mission and the real experiences of BAWLD women that make Marcia's work so powerful and necessary. Now, let me take you to a fashion show, but not just any fashion show. This was a runway dedicated to bringing awareness to alopecia. Marcia walked this runway, standing tall and proud alongside women for whom baldness was not a choice, but a journey of resilience. Can you imagine the energy in that room? The power of seeing these women, each with their unique story, united in their boldness and beauty. For Marcia, this experience was humbling and affirming. As someone who chose to be bold, she found herself representing and supporting women who didn't have that choice. It was a powerful reminder of why BAWLD exists, to create spaces where bald women feel not just accepted, but celebrated. But BAWLD isn't just about celebrating beauty. It's about empowering women to dream big and live boldly. Marcia shared the story of the BAWLD Vision Board Party in Houston. Picture this: a room full of women, each armed with magazines, scissors, and glue, mapping out their dreams and aspirations. The air buzzing with excitement and possibility, women encouraging each other, sharing their visions, embracing their boldness. This event wasn't just about creating pretty collages. It was about daring to dream, about taking up space unapologetically, about being unafraid to pursue even the wildest of ambitions. It was a testament to the power of community and shared vision. As I listened to Marcia's stories, I couldn't help but be struck by her passion and commitment. For her, BAWLD is more than a brand or a business. It's a calling. It's about creating a legacy that will inspire generations of women to see their baldness not as a compromise, but as a crown. Now, I want you to take a moment and reflect. Think about a time when you felt different, when you struggled to fit in or to accept yourself. How did it feel? Now imagine having a community that not only accepts you, but celebrates your uniqueness. That's what BAWLD is creating for bald women around the world. But here's the thing: the message of BAWLD isn't just for bald women, it's for all of us. It's a call to embrace our authentic selves, to challenge societal norms that limit us, to celebrate the diversity of beauty in all its forms. Let's talk about BaldyCon for a moment. This incredible conference, created by Felicia Flores, is another shining example of the power of community and representation. BaldyCon isn't just an event, it's a celebration of strength, self acceptance, and sisterhood among bald women. Imagine a space where licensed therapists, hair loss specialists, and beauty experts come together to support, educate, and empower women who have experienced hair loss. For many women, hair loss due to condition like alopecia or chemotherapy can be a deeply traumatic experience. It's not just about losing hair, it's about feeling like you've lost a part of your identity. BaldyCon steps into this void, providing a safe haven where women can connect, learn about alternative treatments, and most importantly, celebrate their beauty in all its forms. The impact of events like BaldyCon is immeasurable. Women who attend often leave feeling transformed, not just in terms of their appearance, but in their mindset. They realize that they're not alone, that their baldness doesn't define them, and that there's an entire community ready to support and uplift them. It's a powerful reminder that beauty standards are not set in stone. They can be challenged, redefined, and expanded to include all of us. Now let's shift our focus to another inspiring initiative. BAWLD is Beautiful. This movement, dedicated to women's wholeness and ovarian cancer awareness, is rewriting the narrative around baldness and femininity. In a world that often equates femininity with long flowing locks, BAWLD is Beautiful stands as a bold declaration that a woman's beauty and worth are not tied to her hair. The challenges faced by women in embracing their baldness are numerous. Society bombards us with images of what beautiful should look like, and rarely does that image include a bald woman. But BAWLD is Beautiful is flipping the script. They're promoting self love, empowerment, and a broader definition of beauty that celebrates bald women in all their glory. The outcomes of this movement are nothing short of revolutionary. Women who once felt marginalized or less than because of their baldness are now stepping into the spotlight, owning their look, and inspiring others to do the same. They're proving that baldness can be a strength, a unique attribute that sets them apart in the most beautiful way. These initiatives, BAWLD, BAWLD is beautiful. Nicolay, they're not just changing individual lives, they're changing the very fabric of our society, challenging long held beliefs about beauty and femininity. They're creating a world where every woman, regardless of her hair status, can feel beautiful, empowered, and celebrated. But here's the thing, this change doesn't happen in isolation. It requires all of us to be part of the movement. It requires us to challenge our own perceptions, to question the beauty standards we've internalized, and to actively celebrate diversity in all its forms. So, what can we do? How can we take Marcia's message, the spirit of BAWLDicon, and the ethos of BAWLD is Beautiful, and create positive change in our lives and our communities? First, let's start with ourselves. The next time you look in the mirror, challenge yourself to see beyond the surface. Appreciate the strength in your eyes, the wisdom in your smile, the resilience in your spirit. Remember, your worth is not tied to your hair, your weight, your skin color, or any other external factor. Your worth lies in your courage, your voice, your ability to rise above challenges. Second, let's become advocates for inclusivity and representation. Share the stories of bald women and indeed of all people who don't fit conventional beauty standards. By amplifying these voices, we create a more diverse, accepting world. When you see a bald woman rocking her look, compliment her. When you hear someone making a derogatory comment about baldness, speak up. Small actions can create big ripples of change. Third, let's support movements like BAWLD, BAWLDicon, and BAWLD is Beautiful. Whether it's through purchasing their products, sharing their message, or simply spreading the word, every action counts. Remember, these movements thrive on community support. Your engagement, your voice, your support can make a real difference. Fourth, let's create spaces in our own communities where people can feel accepted and celebrated for who they are. This could be as simple as starting a support group, organizing a local event celebrating diversity, or even just being that friend who always uplifts and encourages others to embrace their authentic selves. And finally, let's dare to live boldly. Take risks, pursue your dreams, step out of your comfort zone. Because as Marcia and the BAWLD community have shown us, true beauty lies in authenticity and courage. As we come to the end of this talk, I want to leave you with a challenge. I want you to ask yourself, how will I embrace my authentic self today? How will I challenge beauty standards in my own life? How will I support and uplift others who may be struggling with self-acceptance? Remember, change doesn't happen overnight. It's a journey, much like Marcia's journey with BAWLD. There will be challenges, moments of doubt, times when it feels easier to conform than to stand out. But as Marcia's story shows us, the rewards of living authentically are immeasurable. BAWLD, BAWLDicon, BAWLD is Beautiful. These are more than brands or events. They're movements, and movements grow through the actions of individuals like you and me. So let's take this message to heart. Let's be bold. Let's be authentic. Let's live daringly. In closing, I want to express my deepest gratitude to Marcia Crosby for sharing her story and vision with us. Her courage, creativity, and commitment to empowering bald women are truly inspiring. She's not just changing beauty standards, she's changing lives. And to you, dear listener, thank you for joining me on this journey of discovery and empowerment. Remember, your baldness, whether by choice or circumstance, is not a flaw to be hidden. It's a unique attribute to be celebrated. It's a testament to your strength, your resilience, and your authenticity. So here's my call to action for you. Go forth and be bald. Embrace your authentic self, whatever that looks like for you. Challenge societal norms that limit you or others. Uplift and support those around you on their journey of self-acceptance. Because in doing so, you're not just changing your own life, you're helping to create a world where every person feels seen, valued, and beautiful. Remember, beauty isn't about conforming to a standard. It's about standing out, being uniquely you, and wearing your differences like a crown. Whether you're bald or not, whether you fit conventional beauty standards or not, you have the power to redefine beauty in your own terms. So let's make a pact. Let's commit to celebrating our authentic selves and uplifting others to do the same. Let's create a world where every woman, every person feels empowered to live boldly, authentically, and daringly. Because when we do that, we're not just changing beauty standards, we're changing the world. Thank you for being part of this movement. Now go out there and shine in all your bold, authentic, daring glory. The world is waiting for your unique light. Let it shine bright and let it inspire others to do the same. Together, we can create a world where true beauty, the beauty of the soul, the strength of character, the resilience of spirit is celebrated in all its diverse, magnificent forms. Remember, you are bald, you are beautiful, you are powerful beyond measure. Now go out there and show the world the true meaning of beauty, one bold, authentic, daring step at a time.